Alright, so today's video, we're watching this was an interesting one because it's either going to be a cheater or a smurf. That's basically the question here. This straight up, cheater or smurf. So this is a gold 4 to plat 4 game on PC. And they say, can't recall at what point I became suspicious about this Tracer. I think it was a lot of little things. Tracer was not doing amazing, but in the replay, it was pretty clear that they had hacks. But you can maybe tell if I was right about this. So basically, they're saying they think the Tracer's cheating. And now we're going to figure out if they are. Or at least we'll do our best. Keep in mind, I'm still not the best expert at this, right? You know? But I'll do my best. They want to know if it's a cheater or a smurf. One thing's for sure. I got to pause very quickly. Why are they spamming crouch? What in the world is going on there? Is that what it's like watching me spam jump? So that first initial play there, I saw nothing. But then, like, they look lost, but their team, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Do you want my initial take? Feels like a smurf. That's why. But let me see the game for a while. Only reason why is I'm seeing things that, like, the movement's really good. The blink melee was really good. So, like, my initial take is it's a smurf. But I do want to give it a lot of time because, like, that could also just be, like, they know how to move on Tracer and, like, there's more to it. Did that tracking through walls? I mean, did I miss something on the tracking through walls? I didn't really... I'll keep watching. I might have just missed something. Absolutely annihilated there by the Sojourn. That's for sure. What rank was this? It was gold 4 between plat 4, so we're trying to figure out if they're a cheater or a smurf. Keep in mind, once again, I can be stupid at this, so, like, if I miss anything, let me know. So far everything seemed normal to me, but, like, once again, I will if anybody sees anything that I might have missed, I'll go back and look at it, but I want to, like, also let the flow of the game happen too, so I can kind of stick with it and see what's going on. So far it just feels like they have good movement, they have good movement, they know how to do, like, the melee blink, which I'm sure there's probably cheats that have the ability to do that, but, like, so far it just seems like good movement. And being normal on this one, so. Does he keep staring at the wall? I mean, like, okay. So, one thing I'll say about that is I feel like when someone is just, like, staring at a wall, sometimes they're just playing the game and, like, where else will they look, right? Like, and what I say by that is sometimes you just, if you watch even yourself back sometimes, like, or at least I will, like, you'll see that you're just aiming at, like, something. You're not really aiming at anything. You're just, like, looking at walls. You're staring at the floor. Like, you might accidentally, like, see somebody through. Like, you might even aim on somebody accidentally sometimes because you're just, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that can happen in those situations. So, I try to at least look at that sometimes. So, like, right there, the Tracer looking towards the Sigma, it's because the Sigma made noise. And then they look towards the Brig because the Brig bashed, right? That's why I would look in those general directions. Nice stick. Honestly, I think that stick missed, but I got rewarded. At least that's what it looked like to me. Is this a cheater VOD? This is are they a cheater or are they a smurf? That was the question here. They wanted to know. The person who submitted it thought they were cheating. I'm trying to give it a look and see what I think. And so far, I haven't seen anything ridiculous yet. But I need to give it time. Oh, big slam. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is what, you know what I'm seeing so far? This looks like a player who's not in gold playing in a gold game. Because I'm seeing a lot of like the movement that you would see in like certain ranks with a Tracer where the movement's really good. They're using the movement, like they have good blink management, like their aim is pretty good, but like it's not tracking them like crazy. They're not like getting stuck on walls. They're blink meleeing. Like everything so far seems to me like it's not a cheater. But they do say that like as the game goes on, it might pick up, and especially in a game where like they're behind, that's where maybe something could show. But so far, it just seems very much to me like it's just a good player on an alt account. Like even there, like little things like this, and I'll show you what I mean, because maybe this might be a little bit more helpful. Like here, right? One, the reason why they're looking at a wall is because they're coming around the corner. But like if you watch as they turn here, they actually don't look at like where the Kiriko would actually be. So what I mean by that is, I feel like if they were cheating, that would have been tracked on the Kiriko the whole way, right? You see what I'm saying? They would have came around that corner on the Kiriko and not like aimed to the left because they hear people to the left. So that's where I see that. I'm like, okay, this feels like they're just a good player on Tracer. They track the ball instead. Well, that's their teammate. So that's just, I don't think they're tracking the wrecking ball on that. See what I mean? Like, it's not like, and then look where their aim goes, and then like it ends up a little bit to the left, a little bit, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't feel like that's cheating to me. That feels like it's a good player who's not in gold, shouldn't be in this game, and now you're seeing the results of that. Once again, doesn't mean that that if we watch it, maybe it picks up over time and it becomes less, like, if it's subtle, it becomes less subtle, etc. But, like, I don't see anything specifically. Also good pulse bomb. I don't see it still. But see, this is where it'll get interesting. They're down 2-0, okay? Like, this is where I think it will get interesting. This is where they would really start to amp it up, right? I'm still watching, I don't see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. And like I said, maybe I'm too stupid for this, but like, I feel like this is just a player who is just shouldn't be in a gold game. That's some weird crosshair placement. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. And once again, I think a lot of it is they're just more worried about like what's coming next than they are about where their crosshair is at the beginning. Because if they don't have anything, to aim on, then like they're just like gonna kind of chill, right? Like this seems normal to me because you're just kind of waiting to see. Also, good blink melee. Like you're just kind of waiting to see something, right? Like you're not really doing anything, so you don't really need to put it in a spot that's like ridiculous. Good pulse stick. But like I said, I mean, I want to definitely give it the whole game. Still watching. That seems normal to me. It's not even like the aim is locking on either. It's like they're doing the. I want to think of a way to explain it. Like wind up aim. I don't know if that's even the way to put it. Where like when you start your aim, you miss, and then you end up on the target after. So like it's like you like settle your aim. Like you start it and then like you eventually settle it. That's what it feels like I'm watching. And I don't. There's probably a better way to explain it, but like that's what it feels like. Sorry, I'm like really trying to. Like you're seeing a little bit of like, yeah, the overcorrections, like where you miss and then you have to go back to where you're at. Like, is that maybe that's the way to do it? Like that's what it looks like. That looks like a soft lock too. I don't see. Once again, I don't see that, but once again, maybe I'm just too stupid. Okay, so for people saying like maybe it's a soft lock, I want you to watch this because this is what their aim's been like the whole game. Are you ready? Now you tell me if this is a soft lock.
Enemy turret detected. Behold the hamster. Behold the champion.
Looks like my aim on Tracer. But that's what I honestly, like, when I watch it, I think it's like, and I'm just like used to seeing like Tracers with like really good movement. So I think to me, it's just, nice stick, by the way. I gotta admit, their pulse bombs have been pretty sweet. Can we do a poll in the chat after? I mean, I've been kind of talking about how I don't think it is, so I feel like the poll would be a little bit scuffed too, though. You know what I mean? Because like, if I'm sitting here talking about like, oh yeah, I don't think they are, and then I do a poll, like, I think the poll would still lead heavily in that, right? Unless, of course, they were, like, spin-botted. You know what I mean? And to give you an idea, I think, like, you're seeing multiple variations where they understand, like, their time-ins of, like, when they want to go into, which also makes me think that their time-ins especially are something I'm seeing where they know not to engage early, and they don't get themselves stuck in spots that would get them killed early, so it doesn't feel like it's, like, you know, somebody in bronze just, like, cheating and doing all that. It definitely feels like it's a player with at least like some game knowledge of like how they want to play, how they want to engage, which definitely makes me lean towards it's definitely just a Smurf of like a really good like Tracer player. It doesn't necessarily mean they're in top 500 because like, you know, obviously there could be, you know, maybe their movement's really good and then their aim is their problem or vice versa. That's what it feels like to me. I still want to give it the full game, but like my initial, not my initial take because we're already like 10 minutes in, but I think they're not cheating. I don't think they are. Sharky, thanks for the 18 months of the Preacher Promise. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. It's always good to see stuff like that, like just to see like. There they go. So there goes the pulse bomb theory, by the way. I did see the pulse bomb theory.
Engaged. Tracer.
Watch out for that turret.
Once again, and I'll pause here to kind of like show these moments here for everybody, because like this is a moment where I think if they were like. If they were cheating and like they had like this ridiculous aim and they were doing this and that, like this is where it would be a moment they would do that. So just to kind of watch you. What was the pulse bomb there? That they were cheating with their pulse bombs. So like watch, like this is where you would expect them to go in and like, you see what I'm saying? Like does that feel to you like they're cheating on that? And keep in mind, every Tracer will have moments like that with pulse, but I'm trying to show you like moments where if they were hard locking or even like trying to soft lock there, they would get the kill there. That's basically what happens on Tracer sometimes, where if you go in and then you try to do like the circle aim, which is like kind of the back and forth, which is good because like that's how you can like center it on people, is sometimes you just miss that. Like you just go in and like you just don't hit the first accurate shot and then you just miss it and you have to get out of there. Like that's what I'm seeing there. I'm legit just seeing that type of play because I've been there. Like I get that, so. That's what I'm seeing in that situation. So, yeah. Well, they've had good aim a lot. I'm showcasing moments where they're missing their shots to show like where I think they're not cheating at. Does that make sense? They're even using their ping to let people know where they're at, like when you can see them, but they can't ping between the fence. How did the Genji die? Yes, that means that somebody copied like Tracer and then they pulse bomb, and then when they pulse bomb after, it will show as like a kill feed. Damn. Good high noon. Said you just came back and you're getting frustrated, but you love the game. I mean, hey, that Overwatch is a. I could be a bit biased. I still feel like the game's improved since the launch of OW2, but I could be wrong. I mean, obviously it's going to be a difference of opinion for everybody, and even if you disagree, that's okay. I can totally accept that. 20-player kill streak. I mean, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, they've done a really. And they ended up losing the game there. But, like, it's on a 20-player kill streak. It's not a 20-player kill streak because of them just aimbotting people in, like, 2 team fights. It's a 20-player kill streak because they have good movement and good understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real with you. Also, almost thanks to the 8 months of the Features Prime. So after watching this game back, I'm going to go on the side of I don't think they're cheating. I think this is a smurf on an alt account in a gold game. People said that maybe it's like the placements after. See, the placements still have a bit of internal MMR to where, like, I don't think they would end up in a game like that unless they haven't played. I guess it could be a thing where they haven't played in a while, but this doesn't give me the vibe of they haven't played in a while. This gives me a vibe of they're legit just on an alt account, and they're leveling up an account through rank. That's what it feels like to me. So, I don't think they're a cheater. If people watching this video saw something that I missed, definitely let me know. Obviously, I like to, you know, learn more on if I'm, like, you know, if we're not seeing something here and I can help improve, like, future, like, watches of this stuff, let me know. But I'm going to say I think it's just a good player who is not a gold player in a gold lobby. That's what it feels like to me. And yeah, I hope that was at least somewhat helpful, and definitely let me know in the comments if there's anything that I saw or missed, so that way we can continue on with that stuff. But definitely let me know. Yeah, that's that. If you want to submit a video like this, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. Like the video, subscribe. I kind of went out of order of what I usually do on that one, but all that stuff, it helps. So you know when my videos are live. Leave a comment. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch app or the webcam. We also usually stream on YouTube, so stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day /night.